move some of this stuff out of the way. I don't know if we'll need it or not, so hang them off the edge just in case we do. Won't need epoxy or anything of the sort. Place there, back in your hole. They need you. Invisible. Check you for sharp. I don't think we need to check you for sharp. But may need that. I'll leave it there. And maybe we'll need that for a top later. Potentially. But not really. Bruce Wayne the Gray, what's happening, Captain? Good to see you, man. Mallet from the last build earlier today. I think it turned out super. Very, very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. I'm going to put one more finish on it before we run to the sharpening. But I did want to get a quick coat on that. Man, thought I was going to be able to wear this jacket, but now it's not what's going to happen. Should definitely do multiple coats on these, so I'm gonna go ahead and get another coat on it. Also enjoying a nice ginger and lemon tea this evening. Go figure. They gotta figure me out how to put gloves on hack. Man, maybe the hack is just to get something that fit your hands, right? Well, what I noticed is, through no intention of my own, I messed around and beat up a couple of my carving knives. If I'm honest, I don't even know what I did. I just realized what time it was, so I gotta do this off-camera shenanigans. All right, I am back. You, me, a cup of tea, some boiled linseed oil. What could be sweeter? No. Lyons does something where he sits his linseed oil out in the sun and helps catalyze. Look at that. It just makes it better every single application. It just gets better and better. There's a beautiful treatment on that wood. And you can see where it still soaks it up. You know you're done with the applications when it stops soaking it up. And it's just a wet, slick surface when you try to put more on. So you gotta let it soak in a few times when you do that. Do this other side. So different wood responds differently. It's poplar. This absorbs it like crazy. This cherry or mahogany. Now, if you know species of wood by color and sight, you can certainly put in your bid on what you believe this wood to be. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But the little kit that I got it in had a variety of woods. They weren't sure what they were themselves. Maybe it's black market. Behaves so differently. Each of these woods just behaves so differently. Nice mallet. Thank you, Perry. We carved this, we built this today from scratch. And we're just putting another coat of boiled linseed oil on before we get to these repairs on these carving knives. And if we can get that done early enough, then heck, I might do some carving. But yeah, so this turned out nice. I did spend a little time on this handle. I don't know if I'm going to go more extreme than this or not, but in terms of how it fits, you can see that we've got these kind of places for my hand to go, for my fingers to rest against. And it feels really snug and secure, like a lot of skin is touching a lot of wood, and that means we've got nice control on it. We'll do a little bit more touch on this top, and then we'll sit him out of the way for a second. Just really like the way that cherry responds. And you can see all four woods I've used right there on the top. Get that out of our way. Mark Wolf says, beautiful mallet. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. Oi, says Mister. Oh, what's good with you? What's good with you? I didn't even see you in there, man. I'm gonna scoot that over. Then we're gonna get to our official business of the evening. I missed my workout earlier, y'all, so forgive me. Every now and then I'm gonna jump off camera and do a set, and then I'll jump back. But, oh, shouldn't have been up here. Shouldn't have been up here. So we gotta clean these off. We've abused them a little bit. We've worked them a little bit. So we gotta get those straight. While we do that, we're definitely gonna get these together. And we're gonna put them through the whetstone cycle. And then we're gonna put them through a stropping cycle. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And this one we're just gonna have to repair because it's a good knife, but it is an inexpensive knife, which means it's a fairly thin blade. So soft steel needs to be sharpened often. I got no problem with it. But if you're gonna learn how to carve, you gotta learn how to sharpen. These will teach you. Find a secure place to set this where I don't feel like a schmo. I swear to God, that thing is bright orange, and I lost it. Like bright orange. Where'd I put it? Oh, right here. On top of a bright orange bucket. All right. First thing we're gonna do is clean this blade here off. It's filthy and it's all beat up. Yes, sir. That was my first challenge with knife carving. Yeah, 100%. I think that's the one. But you gotta get right. So this I'm just gonna put a little cleaner to get the gunk off. Sometimes you're carving into epoxy. Sometimes there's other substances in between what you're cutting into. And sometimes you're just cutting off adhesive. And we don't want to have to try to sand through that if we can just chemically remove it. And then after we're good with that and we're sure about it, this also gives us the opportunity to touch that blade, so to speak, and see what needs work and see how bad it is. So I can tell this one's rough, dragging. You're dragging that material right across it. Same as this, it's just grabbing it. This one, however, not Not so bad, not on this side. Not so bad on that side. But we're going to work it for sure, either way. So let's just start sort of the worst pair. That one and that one. We work our way up to this. That's awful stuff. First, let's look at it real good and see really what's going on here. Usually a knife's blade isn't chipped. It's usually rolled over or bent, so to speak. And I think that's what we've got here, but we've got it in multiple places. I'm going to try to get that light on it. And it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Hey, Woodchucker, how you doing? Caleb? Man, Caleb, if you guys haven't seen, Caleb does some awesome chainsaw carving. And I didn't know, Woodchucker, that you were also like a fine detail carver. Hey, great stuff. So now I'm going to start with what I've got here on a 400 grit. That's fairly aggressive. It's a good start though. But we need to pull this blade back into shape. So we are doing this one fairly hard, right? Generally, I'm not pressing down super hard, but here, I'm trying to reform the blade. And I'm going to carry it at the angle that I want to carve at. And knowing that I'm going to chew up this blade. That's why we're going to spend a little more time on the 400 than the other grits on this one, because one, it's a little more durable. Two, it's going to do the job we want done, which is roll this blade over. And it won't beat the block up too bad. And we can feel it and hear it when it starts to straighten out a little bit. What's good, Smoke? What's good, Smoke? Caleb said he likes to surprise people, man. Then you're good at it, buddy. Man of many talents. You can see already we've worked a considerable amount of that out. Just out for a late night YouTube cruise. Yes, sir, like D'Angelo. God bless him and God rest him. Away from here. Mike, how you doing, Mike? Good to see you. As well, late night cruise with some friends, right? That's the weird thing about Atlanta is people can live so far away from each other. It makes no sense to like visit sometimes. It's like, oh yeah, just a visit, and then there's 45 minutes each way, one way. Timing it with the traffic. Get some local friends, all my buddies on the east side. Getting somewhere. We're gonna put a little, like I said, a little extra effort, a little extra pressure, till we can get that blade confident. Hear that little squeak? That's from the rollover coming back like a scraper. That's what that squeak is. A blade dragging its proper way does not squeak like that. It does not do it, my friend. So we gotta drag the squeak out of this thing. Dunk it in the water. Drag it across the rocks. Dunk it in the water. Drag it across the rocks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That sound change? Is that the beaver crab carving kit? Oh, yes. This is it. I believe so. It's a little cheapo dealie that was $17 on Amazon. Now, what I will say about them is they're not intended for a hardcore. You know what I'm saying? If you beat on them, you're gonna have to fix them. And when I say fix them, I mean straighten these blades, sharpen these blades, like I'm doing now. But you're gonna need to learn how to do that with any knife. Now, if you're a professional carver, you really got no big thing. You probably got something better than this, but I'm just here to show you what to do. Big Mex in the building. What's good, Big Dow? My guy. Long time, man. It's been a little bit. How art thou? What grit is my stone? This is a 400 grit stone, Pilato. And how you doing this evening? I missed your greeting, but I appreciate you showing up. And I appreciate your like. Pilato is always fast on the like button. I appreciate that about that guy. Incredible manners. All right. So I feel like we got some good stuff out of that. I almost feel like this would be the kind of thing where like that what do you call that little rod, like a ceramic rod, would probably be good in a situation like this. Probably do a little better than stones would, but we gotta rely on that 400 because it's the toughest one. And you can see in my pattern that drag, that's where I've got the problem. But we're gonna work it out. Now you could also probably do this with a file, sandpaper, something like that, but I don't want to lose material. I want to lose as little material as possible in a situation like this. Because the blade isn't broken, it's turned. Woodchucker says, when you're sharpening, do you hear resistance when you know it's sharpening at the right angle? It's like a perfect harmony is a sweet spot. Yeah, honing rod, says Pilato. Look at this. I love that I have people in here who know what they're talking about. Woodchucker and Pilato really know their things. We're going to go to the 1000 grit in a sec. But I'm gonna check this real fast um, by slicing some sacrificial wood here and see, because if it's sharp, if it's straight, it'll still do this. It won't do it as great, but it will do it. And you'll know that your blade is okay. So I know that the blade is okay. We can move up to a higher grit now. But first, I'm gonna fix this one because it's equally damaged. And I'm gonna do that on the 400 grit as well. And then I'll flatten this, and then we'll go through our normal sharpening process, going from the 400 to the 1000 to the 3000 to the 8000, and then to the strop. So give us 1 second for a little tea toast. Blink. Exactly, woodchucker. You get the feel and the sound. Smoke says diamonds. Diamonds are forever. Out there in the lab, they're getting cheaper. They're getting cheaper. I can't wait. But I like my whetstone setup. I had a diamond stone set up as well with the oil. You hear that? There's that squeaking. So when we're hitting that spot we want to pull out. We want to try to get that squeaking out. See that blade? Look at the tip of that. So squirrely. Look at that. See how I did? And just grab it. Digging. That's what we want. Let's flip this. That would be the, in this case, you can see it. That would be the, well, I thought that would be the sound of the what's called coming off the back end here. That may be what it is. The sound of silence. It sounds so hurt. I wonder if there's a curve in it now. Let's see how it cuts. It might tell us something. Not super sharp, but it's straight. It's a clean cut. So we're gonna leave that right there at the 400. We're gonna flatten this 400 off, and then we're gonna go back to sharpen this one. We'll go and get it all the way to the strop. so on and so forth for the other three. This, of course, is a flattening stone. Woodchucker Caleb says, you take the glove off, feel one side to the other, one side be smooth, one side, and one will have the rough side, and that's the side that you break off. That's right. That is right. We're going to jump to this 1,000 grit because we already did the 4 on this one, right? What he's talking about is that burr. I used to be very intimidated by these curved blades for the sharpening. Chisel sharpening can be very reliant on honing guide, which is great. But chisels are flat, and in a world of 90 degrees, uniformity rules. However, curved blades require curved movements. The guys that do that, pricey. And really, you should develop the skill. Clearly, I haven't perfected it, but there's a lot of ways to go about it. Key is maintain the angle through the full motion, and that's 1,000 grit. I'm gonna do both sides again because I tend to, on a two-sided blade, I've got a tendency to want to stop too soon, jump to the other side, so I like to do it twice just to make sure. As you can see, that burr and that little material coming off, all of that gray is just little microscopic. That was a little rough. That was a little rough. Gotta keep these stones wet. What it does, it has a lot of Zen processes in this channel. True, everyone has their own style. Somehow my style makes the blades more dull than when I started. Pilato, I've been there, bud. I've been there. Wes, you make me want to do a short video of chirping on chirping in general. Oh, you should, man. Give us some instruction, brother. Like the guys who have the background to inform us should be informing us. That's why I'm glad to have you in the chat. Pilato, stop using concrete, says Mike. Funny. All right. So, because I'm impatient, I'm going to go ahead and jump up to that 3,000 and see if I can manage it. Been much better since I switched to diamond stones. My wet stones were garbage, says Pilato. That's what's up. Oh, for sure, Caleb. There's so many different ways to do so much of this stuff, and I've appreciated discovering and trying different ways. And I'd never subscribe that what I'm doing is the best way. I don't have nearly the experience to say such a thing. All I can really speak of is the results that I get from the current method that I use. Don't be so sure of what you want that you wouldn't take something better if you were offered it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all the offerings. And I never, ever felt any negative energy from you, Caleb. Not never, ever. My man, 100 grand. Wes, I'll do a video just for me. Yes! Ha ha! Love that. It's the community, man. It's the community, fam. All right. What we're going to do with this is go ahead and put it on the strop. See what that does. Now, the strop is plenty loaded up, so we're just going to continue with it, with what it's already got on it. It's already got plenty of that green wax on it. So there's no point in putting more. I'm just going to draw this back to us. What you're hoping to do here is get to a point where your subconscious takes over this motion for you. Until then, you're very intentional about your angles and your focus. And each time, you get a little bit more efficient in the movement. And you gain a little bit more understanding about the blade and the strop and what's going on. I won't say I'm 100% there yet. But I will say I'm better than I was a couple weeks ago. Ten times better than I was last year. So, cheers to effort. Yeesh. Anything I can do to help my 28 years of experience in sharpening knives, glad to share it with you. Wow, that's a lot of experience. By the way, how's the mallet coming and did I finish? Yes, Mike. Yes, I feel like I left y'all hanging. I came back and it wouldn't let my, yeah, bunch of technical difficulties, but yeah, that is what we ended up with. that's what we ended up with. Kind of nice. I locked it. Thanks, Smoke. Woodchucker says, how's the wife? Oh, she's wonderful. She's the best. She's the best in every way that there could be. She is my sunshine. All right. Now, when we get to the end of this stropping, I am gonna go to the diamond emulsion um, for the diamond lovers out there, and we'll hit that. These knives I have not done that process with yet, so I'm excited to get them sharper than ever. Nice, I lagged out during the last wedge. It wasn't you, Mike, it was me. My phone died. The phone that I was recording with died, and then I opened up another live with the other phone, and I realized that one was still tracking, and so I had to go back to close it out. And I anyway, you can go back and watch it and see it, get the um, stuff on it and everything. So yeah, I do appreciate you coming to hang out again. I'm sorry I made you think it was yours. It was not you, it was me. Smoke, you gone? Knowing you and how you are, she's got to be nothing but primo awesome wife. She's the best. She's more than I deserve. She's so much better than I deserve. But every day I try to earn her. Every day. Says plywood, did the coffee drone ever make it? Man, if you're sending out coffee drones, what about me, brother? Right, Mike, I'm saying. Uh, Plywood said no, but my beer drone made it. Classic. A little better every day if I can. There, Caleb. A little better every day if I can. I ain't even hit this corner like this, but we gotta straighten that thing out, man. Let's straighten that thing out, man. Daggone thing, man. Daggone blade, man. Daggone get crooked, man. Daggone mess up your daggone work, man. I'm talking about. Someone hijacked it again. Hooty hoo. Hooty hoo. Plywood, I'm sorry, Caleb, feel free if you got any information for us that you want to type in the chat. Some suggestions, anything. We're absolutely all ears from you, bro. You are verified and certified. Baby kisses. Hello. How you doing? Always good to have in the chat. Always a friend of the channel. And this is a flat blade, so I have to get the opportunity to treat it as such. Robotic movements, best in such a case. And that was a 3000 grit. We are back to the 8 Fizzle, 8 racks. Ooh. There's got to be a bend in the blade. I don't know if I can tolerate the sound long enough to do that more. Woodchecker said, make sure your coffee drone is charged and has batteries in it. That's what you. It's always batteries. Daggone coffee drones. Mom, sit by the fire at camp on top of the mountain watching you, Wes. Right on. My drone is charged. Hope to get some good footage for you guys. Says Woodchucker Caleb. Now, after a good stropping, I do need to know these carving knives have something going on with them that I can rely upon. I'm just trying to cut this random paper off the floor. It's a little cardboardy, so that's nice. That's nice. A little bit, so we can pretty much we can deal with that, and then we'll take that to the diamonds emulsions. We'll go ahead and let's check it. Let's check it, because we don't want to grind this down on the stones if we're not sure. Me who called last time we had a lot of fun. No joking, coughing because of smoke. I'm watching the fire, enjoying you. Baby Kids on my cloud nine first night, hanging out with the fire, watching Wes. He's outside by the fire. It was pretty. See, that ain't great. That ain't great. So, let's see if the strop will do something for it. I mean, it's cutting the paper, but it's cutting it not great. So we know it's not shot. We know the blade is straight. If we can keep taking material off of it, let's do that. Well, what is happening is that bad boy is glistening. It's glistening. So let's see what it does. Start over here and slide. That's sharp. Let's go ahead and get this joker together. It looks rough, so I'm gonna just go straight to put the strap on it and see what it does. It's a pretty steep angle. We'll just try to hold it when we go through it. A couple more minutes and I'm turning in. Fire is going down, jumping into the camper, getting some sleep for some more. Sawdust tomorrow. We're going to tear it up. All right, Caleb, we appreciate you hanging out. Alex, thank you for that, brother. Appreciate you. In this case, you just gotta sort of feel that angle. You can tell when you're hitting it, it just is a feeling. And flip it over and verify. This one's interesting because it's got two blades, but only one side. You can't forget about flattening the burr off the back side here from the two blades that split off the front. I think this has got a couple of chips in it, but we'll see how it does. If it can glide across that wood without stopping, then we're okay. Did all right. I got a little deep on that cut. Let's try it a little more shallow. That one's okay. Let's check this one. Not bad. So now, diamonds are forever. All right, we're gonna shake up some emulsion. Yo, wait. Plywood, welcome to the crew. Plywood became a member on this day in the year of our Lord 2025. And we celebrate him with a mug of our choice and drink our beverage with pride. Two plywood! What? BK! More beverage. More beverage. Plywood deserves a moderator. I thought for sure Plywood was a moderator. BK. Hugs from me to you. Now, I gotta look into this. What you mean, like Plywood's not a moderator? How could this be? How could this be? Let me look through this. Pardon me for 1 second, y'all. I gotta scroll through this Hey, what? I'm tripping. That is on me, brother Plywood. I can't even believe I was slipping like that. That's bad business. My fault, Holmes. Real talk. He's in here all the time. All the time. Major contributor to the channel. Always, always in the building. My fault, bud. It ain't personal. It's not my heart. It's this brain. It ain't what it used to be. Man, what a day. Got Plywood straight. And Baby Kisses joined the West Desert family. Oh, and then I'm over here like my man Big Max is nothing. Like he's freaking. Let me. My bad, bro. I be slipping, y'all. That's what I be doing. Listen. Way ahead of you, woodchuckers. Way ahead of you. That's my bad. Y'all know how it is. It's probably these incense. Oh, I'm the worst host ever. I'm the worst host ever. My fault. My sincere apologies. Get my life together. My bad. My bad. I'm glad y'all got good hearts, man. I am. I need friends with good hearts. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put on this is a 6-micron diamond emulsion by Cutting Lace EDC. This is not a paid sponsorship, but I did not pay for this product. It got sent to me by KO Knife Sharpening, I believe. And it was a gift, and it is amazing. They got a lot of hearts in there. Yes. I love it. Thanks for keeping me on my toes, broski. Just get the job done, says Big Max. I'm gonna try to call you Big Dog, but I like Big Max. I like that name. Big Dog. Lawrence, how you doing? We love you no matter what, Wes. I appreciate it. Listen, while I got some of this this blue emulsion on here, I'm gonna go ahead and run this other knife. I don't want to waste it. I'm just gonna get that stuff on all of it. There's a slight curve to this knife, like a little concave. See what I'm saying? Slight curve to it. Hey, Lawrence, how you doing? Okay, 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 okay. That's three. Let's go ahead and run this one. We're gonna spray a little bit more on there. We don't want to cheat this last knife. We don't want to cheat this last blade. And if you tilt it up, it's gonna run down, right? So you're just kind of pulling it up the strop. Save you a little time, save you a little emulsion. Now, after the 6 micron, I was also gifted the 0.05 micron dramatic theme music. Boom, boom. Also by Cutting Lace EDC. Cutting Lace EDC, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems like this stuff will last a while. I have not been able to find her in order to tag her channel. William RBM, hi, how you doing? I still need a big dog necklace, Big Daddy Kane. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. You know, there's a lot of Georgia Bulldogs over here where I'm at now. A lot of Georgia Bulldogs over here. Welcome, William. Welcome, William. Welcome, William. We got 2 new members tonight. Is that not the sweetest thing? All right, we got the 0.5 micron solution right now. Blade is shiny, I'll tell you that. Look at that blade though. Look at the tip of that blade all the way across. Like, I tell you what, it excites me a little bit. I'll be honest with you, it excites me a little bit. How much, you might ask? You know, I'm no paper cutter. Ain't never been no paper cutter. Now, however, when it cut like that, crazy. Get out of here. That is crazy sharp. I love that. Love that. I'm gonna do some more of it. Baby Kisses says test. Uh-oh. Mike says now I need to sharpen it in a bit. Oh man, I ain't gonna let me live that down. That is a testament to the quality of the steel that I made my knife from. Hmm? Hmm? Because those was DeWalt bits. Like, those weren't trash bits now. Just good steel. You know what I'm saying? Cup is half full, buddy. I don't see any yellow suspenders. You know, I'll switch it up, plywood. I mean, you know, I'll switch it up on the suspenders coloration. It's just how I get down. I can't just be one thing. I mean, I'm white t-shirt almost every day, though. Got a yellow hat, though. Something. Got some sunshine shining in. I remember when I was a kid, Pebble Flintstone saying, "Let the sun shine in." I thought that was the cutest thing in the world that would have ever happened. Uh, it still might be. Let's try this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm dragging it all the way to the thing, like, because it's not that kind of knife. I gotta keep it there. Just keep wanting to drag it. Maybe I have to do it that way. I don't see any imperfections. Let's try it on the wood. Then we'll know. So yeah, let's go. Two down, two to go. Caleb, have a good night too, my friend. I appreciate you very much. Good night, Caleb Woodchucker. Have a good night, bro. Meanwhile, I've got two more of these to sharpen. That and that. And I'm getting low on teeth. I'm getting a little low on teeth. Josh, how you doing? Today we're sharpening our carving tools so that we can maybe do some carving tonight, depending on how things go. Mike, I had a jammies for a couple of years and wore a lot covered in paint. It was funny to me anyway. Word. Josh, you good? Yeah, we good. Uh, where am I from? I'm originally from High Point, North Carolina. Currently in Douglasville, Georgia. Most of my adult life in Atlanta, Georgia. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. But I am the man of the world. Maybe it's my accent. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, roll tide. Look, I got a buddy that would have knocked me over to come shake your hand on that one. The guy that taught me plumbing is from Tuscaloosa. Roll Tide indeed. A rich heritage of football over there. Rich heritage of footballing over there. DK Painted Jammies could be a screen name. Yes, it could. That's a good one, Mike. Painted Jammies. Or R&B song from the 90s. She got painted jammies. She got paint all over her jammies, girl. Girl, you got paint all over your jammies. You got paint. Girl, you got paint. You got paint all over your jammies, girl. All over your jammies. Have a good night, Caleb. I enjoyed you, bud. Thank you for hanging. Let's check out these two motor scratchers. See if we've accomplished our task. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I think after you do that twice, like that's enough. Now the universe is like, yeah, I'll show you, Mr. Show Off. All right, that's gonna be sharp enough to cut wood, right? Then we'll do our final blade. Check it out. See. Now this is a scribing knife. Believe it or not, I bought this as a scribing knife. But man, it is a sharp little dude. Well, maybe not that side. Maybe not. Maybe this one just didn't work out as well. But I'm using it. Now I'll have all this on my floor for later, but for now, let's see if we'll cut a square and we'll try to carve something from it. Why not? Where's something we can cut it with though? Daddy, are you okay? Are you okay, Daddy? Daddy, are you okay? You're doing ready? It's your doing ready? So I'm just gonna keep going. That thing scoot over there. Not bad. Till the next time, my friend. Yeah, so let's try some stuff. Let's try some stuff. Yikes. Big old chunks. Don't need them, but gosh. Gorsh. So different. Oof. Hmm. Good night, Plywood. Enjoy your night, man. I got a stray in my tea, so now that's over. Hey, Noble, welcome to the chat. You know me, I'm all about the trouble, though. Been about the trouble since 2000 something. But Grande Trevor. Yes, Daddy. Grrr. That works. Definitely not telling you to do any of this way. Big old chunk of stuff. It's a little satisfying. I gotta get more material. I didn't think about how hard this wood was when I decided how small this carving was going to be inside of it. Here's where one could opt to more drastic measures. Could. But let's not just yet. I believe this is mahogany. I believe. Could be wrong though. Said, I am looking for trouble. I am the one who knocks Skylar. Okay, enough of that. Let's see. My patience is really going to make me go over to the belt sander. I know it. I know it. I didn't want to. But this is either this or that. All right. Problem is, I should have this in a vise. It don't even feel right. That don't even feel right. All right, so let's do the next best thing. First, we gotta grab a mask. I have been breathing in all kinds of exotic stuff over the last 48, you know what I mean? I don't want to end up on the first. 48. You feel me? It could be a piece of old wood. It's just more wood than I can, mess up. Too bad. Let's give it a shot. Let's clean this off. Do some quick spinning. That's gonna be better. world. Holy moly. Yeah, it might be pieces of old wood. Holy moly, this is tough to, this is not soft wood. It's not impossible wood. But I will say I fear that it's probably gonna be a slow go. Well, let's see. Yeesh. Now, there's gonna be some unique challenges to this one. Because I'm gonna need to work my way around this piece for symmetry as I go. And as I go around, I'm not going to be able to pull the knife in the same direction. We take that for granted on most mediums, but wood wouldn't let you do that. What works on one side is different a quarter turn away. And your approach has to be different. You have to be willing to listen to what the wood is telling you it's going to let you do or not let you do. See how that happens? So we can cut there and look how it cuts, right? Rough, splintery. We turn it. Clear from this side. Smooth. Clean. Easily managed. Just have to change the approach. See? Right there. Chippy. Wrong side. So we have to adjust from this way. Yeah. Oh. Hi up. How you doing? Where's that lop? I don't know. So, with this last tear, I think I'm gonna call it for now. We're going from this to this, and hoping to whittle this down to something. But I wanted to get a feel for what the wood itself would allow and what this wood itself would do with the tools that I have. And yeah, I think we are going to have to move to the Dremel for this one. But I think we're also going to have to do that at another time. I think my insomnia is only so long lasting, and then these eyes start doing that. So, I thank y'all for coming and hanging out, watching, seeing, talking, chatting it up. But what we do know is that, look, there's some areas of this wood, like right here next to this very tragic spot, where we're going to get some really cool grain. And you can just see that it's a really nice wood. And I want to do something right by it and get a nice enough little sculpture out of it that we end up with something cool. Um, Most of us use both the Dremel and the knife, switching back and forth is fine. The spoon guy Dave will use the Dremel too. That's what's up. So it's good to know I'll be in good company, but I'm definitely gonna have to do that because I've got to avoid this. That's not gonna be good. Because every time that happens, I have to shrink the project by a couple of millimeters. I don't want to do that again. So, thank you again for hanging out. Thanks for everybody who joined. It very well could be cherry. It was in a case that said it could be cherry. It could be, I think it was mahogany. But I'm gonna pull these old gloves off. Give me a new drink. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for the next day. Or whenever. I'll see you soon. Peace. Thanks for hanging out again, BK. You the bestest. Boom. Dap. Folks. Peace.